Have you ever had an argument with your partner that left you both feeling hurt, frustrated, and disconnected? Maybe it started over something small, like who forgot to take out the trash, but it quickly escalated into a full-blown fight. You said things you didn't mean, and now you're left wondering how to fix the damage. The truth is, arguments are a normal part of any relationship. But how you handle them can make all the difference between growing closer together or drifting further apart. Today, we're diving into a unique theory called the Bridge of Understanding. A simple yet powerful way to handle arguments without hurting each other. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to turn conflicts into opportunities for deeper connection. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to Marriage Matters. I'm so glad you're here. Relationships are beautiful, but let's be honest, they're not always easy. Misunderstandings, disagreements, and arguments are inevitable. But here's the good news. Arguments don't have to be destructive. In fact, when handled the right way, they can actually strengthen your bond. Today, we're exploring the Bridge of Understanding, a theory that helps couples navigate conflicts with empathy, respect, and love. We'll also share real-life examples and actionable tips you can start using today. So, grab a cup of coffee, get comfortable, and let's dive in. The Bridge of Understanding theory. Imagine this. Every argument is like a river separating you and your partner. On one side, there's your perspective, and on the other side, there's theirs. The goal isn't to win the argument or prove you're right. It's to build a bridge that connects both sides. Here's how it works. Step 1, pause and reflect. When emotions run high, it's easy to say things you don't mean. Instead of reacting immediately, take a deep breath and pause. Ask yourself, what am I really upset about? Often, the surface issue isn't the real problem. Imagine your partner forgot to pick up groceries after promising they would. Your first instinct might be to snap, you never follow through. But if you take a moment to reflect, you might realize it's not just about the groceries. You're feeling unheard or unsupported. Pausing gives you a chance to address the deeper emotion rather than just the frustration of the moment. Step 2. Listen to understand, not to respond. Many of us listen just so we can reply, rather than truly hearing what the other person is saying. But real listening means setting aside judgment and being present with your partner's feelings. Picture this. Your partner comes home from work, exhausted, and says, "I've been so stressed lately." Instead of immediately offering solutions like, "You just need to manage your time better," try a different approach. Acknowledge their feelings by saying, "That sounds really tough. Tell me more." This simple shift makes your partner feel heard and understood, which strengthens your connection. Step 3. Use I statements. During disagreements, it's tempting to point fingers and assign blame, but saying things like, "You never listen," only makes the other person defensive. Instead, focus on your own feelings using I statements. If you're upset about your partner interrupting you, try saying, "I feel unheard when I get cut off mid-sentence." This small change in wording makes a big difference. It invites understanding rather than conflict. If your partner is late and it bothers you, instead of saying, "You're always late," you could say, "I feel anxious when I don't know when you'll be home." It turns the conversation into an opportunity for connection rather than an attack. Step 4. Find common ground. Even when you're in the middle of an argument, there's usually something you both agree on. Focusing on that shared goal can help diffuse tension and rebuild connection. For instance, if you and your partner are arguing about finances, It might feel like you're on opposite sides, but if you step back, you may both realize that you ultimately want the same thing: to feel secure and provide for your family. Instead of fighting over spending habits, you can work together to find a financial plan that aligns with your shared values. Recognizing that you're on the same team can shift the entire dynamic of a disagreement. Step 5. Repair and reconnect. After an argument, it's important to take time to repair any emotional damage. A simple apology, a hug, or a kind gesture can go a long way in restoring connection. If you lost your temper and snapped at your partner, you might feel awkward about addressing it. But something as simple as saying, "I'm sorry for raising my voice. I love you, and I want us to work through this together," can help heal the moment. Small acts of kindness, like making them a cup of tea, sending a sweet text, or just holding their hand, can also help rebuild warmth and remind both of you that, even after disagreements, your relationship remains strong. Relationships aren't about never arguing. They're about learning how to navigate disagreements with understanding and respect. When both partners make the effort to pause, listen, communicate effectively, and reconnect, conflicts become opportunities for growth rather than sources of resentment. Let's apply this theory to a common scenario. You're upset because your partner spent the evening on their phone instead of engaging with you. Instead of immediately snapping, "You're always on your phone and ignoring me," take a moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself why this bothers you. Maybe it's not just about the phone, it's about feeling unimportant or disconnected from your partner. Recognizing the deeper emotion behind your frustration can help you approach the situation with more clarity and less resentment. Rather than jumping to accusations, try to understand their perspective. Instead of saying, "You're always on your phone," ask, "Hey, I noticed you've been on your phone a lot tonight. Is everything okay?" Your partner might explain that they were catching up on work emails, reading something important, or simply needed time to unwind. Giving them the space to share their side fosters understanding rather than creating defensiveness. Once you've listened, express your own feelings in a way that encourages connection instead of conflict. Instead of blaming them by saying, "You never pay attention to me," try, "I feel a little distant when we don't spend time together in the evening. I'd love to have some uninterrupted time with you." This shifts the focus from what they're doing wrong to how you feel and what you need, making it easier for them to understand your perspective without feeling attacked. From there, you can find common ground. At the heart of it, both of you want to feel close and connected, and acknowledging that can make all the difference. Maybe you both agree to set aside some phone-free time in the evenings, whether it's during dinner, before bed, or for an hour of quality time together. Finding a solution that works for both of you helps strengthen your bond while still respecting each other's needs. Finally, it's important to end the conversation on a positive note. Instead of letting frustration linger, take a moment to reconnect. Cuddle up for a conversation, watch a favorite show together, or simply share a laugh. Whatever makes you both feel closer. Relationships aren't about avoiding problems altogether. They're about handling them with care, understanding, and a willingness to grow together. Now it's your turn. The next time you have an argument with your partner, try using the bridge of understanding. Start by pausing, listening, and expressing your feelings with I statements. Let me know in the comments how it goes. I'd love to hear your stories. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need it. Let's spread the love and help more couples build stronger, happier relationships. Thanks for watching, and remember, arguments don't have to hurt your relationship. With empathy, understanding, and a little effort, You can turn conflicts into opportunities for deeper connection. Until next time, keep loving, keep learning, and keep building your best marriage. See you in the next video.